What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Analytical Eye Show. It is your boy Javier. Cheers. Um, mm, it's become a tradition of mine to cheers to you guys, just because I feel like you either are listening to me in your car. Well, once I start doing the Apple upload to podcasts and Spotify and stuff, you guys will be listening to me in your cars, hopefully. And or you're sitting here watching with me and you're just drinking your drink or watch or want to sit here and listen while you cook your dinner or while you're cleaning your house or while you're polyurethane, shall I say, or washing your car or I don't know, you'll maybe ever, I doubt that you listen to me while you're making love, but once I start singing and making music and stuff like that and movies and stuff, hopefully that'll be the case. That would be a privilege of mine. You can make by that fourth thrust to be like, thank you, Javier. just throw out one for me, and I'll hear you. I will. But anyways, welcome to another episode of the Analytical Eye Show. I hope y'all are having a good day. My days are here and there, just pretty exhausted and things like that. But today, there's so many things I have been wanting to talk about. And a lot of times when I get in front of this camera, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say this, and then sometimes I go blank. And I think at first it was because I was trying to articulate my words very carefully or try not to come off like either too extreme or too conservative or this, but I'm just like, I'm gonna be me. And I have to say how the fuck I feel. And I can't sugarcoat it for anybody, and that's not, because then y'all gonna see it on screen. Oh, he talking out of his ass. He don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. He this, and the third. And I found myself doing that a lot with season 1, where I feel like a lot of times in this season, season 2, and then kind of going into season 3, I will be kind of not backtracking anything I've said, but really going deeper into what I've said because I was beat around the bush a lot or trying to maybe find the right words to say or trying to figure out, like, am I saying what I need to say without coming off like an asshole or, you know, so. But anyways, today we are going to talk about hair and makeup and being a face on top of a face. And what I mean by that is just really, because I had a different idea of what I was going to talk about on this particular episode, but I guess right now we can kind of switch to this because it's kind of on something that just sparked. I kind of go with my spirit, so my spirit is just leading to me to this right now. Just talk about hair and makeup and wigs and weaves and, you know, the whole nine. We live in an era where everything is alternated, right? Nothing's natural anymore. Everything is literally either AI or art or artificial or can be done by surgery. To everybody out there that's had surgery done or getting surgery done, do whatever makes you happy. So that's my disclaimer. I realize I think now I'm starting to put disclaimers or starting to say a disclaimer at the beginning of my episodes just because to make it clear that I'm not dogging nobody, I'm not trying to talk down about nobody, I'm not trying to ridicule nobody. All I'm trying to do is offer some insight or a third eye, if you will. And try not to come off as judgment, but sometimes maybe what I say or how I say it may not be able to touch your heart right then and there, and that's totally fine. But it's just how the fuck I talk. Like I said, if you don't like what the fuck I got to say, you can click off. Give me one moment. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't know why, but every single episode, I just got to make sure that the camera's rolling. Just because I've had it at times where I was talking and then I get up and it was rolling, but then and then it stopped and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? After 40 minutes, so you know, just bear with me. That's why I need to hurry up and get my editor and my producers and stuff like that so that they can be in charge of all that shit. So all I gotta do is sit here and talk, and I ain't gotta worry about none of that shit. So if anything were to happen, they can, hey, you know. So like give me a finger or throw me up something or whatever like that. Those are every issues. But for right now, it's just me doing everything. So me wearing all the hats, you got to figure out what the fuck to do. But I've been wearing the hats. I'm used to it, so it is what it is. But when it comes to makeup, let me stop fiddling with this. Either I'm gonna open it or not. Sorry, it's just a candy. This is some candy. Am I gonna open it? Fuck it. It's not open. Supposed to be on my diet. but I keep finding ways to just be snacking, yo, just be snacking. Um, but when it comes to a face on top of a face, and what I mean that is, I've seen it where I'm not even talking about celebrities, but just regular chicks or even dudes. Let me say it as far as the chicks, where you find a girl, oh she's beautiful, right? And then when she takes off her makeup, she's completely different face. Not that she ain't beautiful, but it's completely her face completely like whoa. See what I'm saying? Why cover up all your natural beauty? Makeup is there to enhance your natural beauty, not to cover up. Um, and constantly wearing weaves or constantly this or altering your body to fit what Instagram models look like and this, that, and the third. My mom, I've never seen my mom wear a lick of makeup. The most I've ever seen her wear was lip gloss, as y'all like back in the 2000s they called it lip gloss, or lip gloss or whatever. I don't know why they came up with that term lip gloss because it's so glippy. It's like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like molasses, maybe the texture or whatever. It's kind of thick or whatever. But I always either heard lip gloss or lip gloss or lipstick. But I've never seen my mom wear makeup, and I think that's the reason why I'm just a big proponent of if I like nothing wrong if I were to date a girl that had makeup or she was wearing makeup, but I think it would turn me off if constantly you were putting on makeup rather than allowing your natural essence to exude from your body. If you're constantly have to be done up all the time, let your hair down. Like I've never seen my mom. I think I've seen my mom have a like one of those add-on ponytails, but other than that, I've never seen her wear weave. I've never seen her worn, extensions or maybe that's what that is, the extension part or whatever. That it's like she has her natural hair and they put in a ponytail, but then they added the ponytail onto it, so it was like it was a different look. I don't know what you call that. I'm not a hair stylist or anything, but that's like the only time I've ever seen her have an added hair piece in. Other than that, my mom has always exuded her own natural beauty, which then allowed me to, when I search for, you know, um, people to date, women to date and stuff, I look for that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with dating a girl that has weave or this or that. But if I see you trying to be like that type of trend where you got the what is it, 36, 24, 36, the Bad Mama Jamma song that guy was singing, but just, or like really trying to look like an Instagram chick and things like that. The way I look at that is like, okay, well then I'm just a hit it and quit. I'm just looking at you as a hit it and quit it type of chick. I know that sounds really wrong to say, but that's just my perspective. It's almost like when you're on the dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, what is it, Hilly, and all the other dating apps that are out there. For me personally, the way I look at it is if I'm on there, I'm not looking on there for a significant other. I'm looking on there because it's an instant, like left, right, either yes or no. Do I find you beautiful or not? If I find you beautiful or not, it's that. Now I'm only looking at you from the outside. You're aesthetically what you're offering, what you're showing me on your outside, not your interior. So at that point, all I want to do is hook up, and that's just to be honest. I mean, kudos to everybody out there that finds love on dating apps and that are looking out there for love. But personally, for me, if I'm on there, I'm not necessarily on there because I want to meet you to get to know who you are. I just want to bang your brains out, keep it pushing. I know that sounds wrong to say, but I just want to be honest. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying that we can't develop a connection because me and my boo, we kind of started out like that, and now we're kind of in a, it's been 5 years, so it's kind of a developing thing. But in the same sense, that's the real core of our foundation is sex. You know what I'm saying? And I can never expect maybe more. I mean, I could expect more, but I can't. Oh, we gotta do because how we met. What you put out there, that's what you attract. How you start is kind of maybe how you're gonna finish. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there's no room for this to blossom into something way more that you didn't think was gonna happen, because that is also always a potential possibility. But at the same time, I'm just like it's just instant. A lot of times you literally I've been on dating apps before. Dating apps. Dating is the operative word, or the word that's like it's the operative word like but I've seen it where even people, like even on ads, you see people they're literally doing because you can instantly tell if you like that person or not. Like that's just literally how fast. It's literally, I think I've heard that they said an average person spends about 10 seconds on a profile. And that's just how it goes. Where either you like them or you don't. You swipe left, swipe right, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Um, so for me, I when I'm on if I was when I'm on the dating apps or whatever like that, then I would like I think like the first time I ever set up Tinder was like at the age of like you lie about your age or whatever like that. But like I remember just being on there at one point, and I was just like you just this is like years ago though, and you just go instant. You just go okay, no, you're pretty, you're not pretty, pretty, pretty. What I like, what I like, what I like, and I have caught myself looking for that ideal supermodel type or looking for that type of like, oh, okay, yeah, this is what I want. But I realized it was only because that's what I want instantaneously. Not looking like, oh, let me try to get to know you because you're actually beautiful. Let me date you. Let me see what you're about. It's because maybe a certain makeup you have on, a certain aesthetic you have on the exterior. And the reason why I'm saying on this episode and what I'm talking about is because what you put out there is what you'll attract. If you're always done up, that's how your mate, whether it's a male or female, is gonna expect you to be. Unless they have that ways about them to look past that and say, hey, I want to get to know more about than just you curling your hair up all the time, or you going to the salon all the time, or you getting your nails done all the time, or whatever like that, or you constantly going to the barber to get your waves fixed and all that and shit like that, or you constantly having the updated shoes, or constantly having the updated fashion trends and stuff like that. Because if that's all you are, that's what you're gonna attract, that's what you're gonna seek, and that's what you're gonna expect. For me personally, I'm a frugal person. So if you were to date me, I'm not taking you to Tommy Hilfiger and Gucci and Prada, and we're not going to the outlets all the time. We're gonna go to Ross every now and then. That's what it's gonna be. I'm not that person, so don't expect that from me. But if we were just hooking up, then of course I'm gonna expect you to look a certain way because I'm like, yeah, I'm just coming over to hit and quit it. I'm here to tap that ass. You here for service me. What's up? Let's get it done. This is a equal transaction here, sexual transaction. That's all it is. But once you start going past the aesthetics of your exterior and looking in interior, then the makeup won't matter much. The hair and the always got to get your hair done, all this, then a third, it won't matter as much. There's always that saying of the early thousands where black females, and I'm only speaking for black females because I know, I can relate to it because I've seen it happen. And I've also, from comedians and stuff like that, where you take your rent money, you spend it on your hair or some shit like that. Why? Why y'all do that? And one thing I want to say, and this is particularly addressed to my black women, you are so beautiful. Why you always gotta enjoy your natural hair? Enjoy it. Now, for black women, and I can attest to this, keeping up with your black hair is a job. It is a career. Fuck a job. It's a career. You're constantly on maintenance call. You're constantly on tune-up call. You're constantly on meaning shampoo and conditioning and moisturizing. And if you got dandruff like I do, bad dandruff, and I think I actually have to, because I need to schedule my dermatologist appointment because I finally got my insurance for the first time as an adult. I need to go and get a dermatologist because I think I might have what they call it, psoriasis or whatever, where it's just really bad dry skin because I get it around my nose. I don't know if y'all seen that. I probably should be pointed out because I probably won't try to zoom in on it, but whatever. But it's like right here on my nose, around here. I kind of get it a little bit here. I noticed that, and then like when I shave, it's here, and then like on my scalp, just bad. But once I shave my beard, everything's fine. It goes away. I don't know if it's just with hair. I don't know what it is, but anyways, I have it, so I gotta get that doctorized or that prescriptionized, not prescriptionized, get that prescription shampoo and stuff that's gonna help out with that. But nonetheless, let me just say it off rip. I do understand why a lot of black females they get constant weaves or add-ins or this and the third because it takes a lot to deal with black women hair. But I know that, but will say that I see a lot of females, at least in recent times, like Miss Pat even says, black women are doing it for, not because they have to, but what she said, doing it because we want to, not for convenience, or whatever it was. We're not doing it to hide our natural hair. We're doing it for either convenience or because we want to, or just because we like to change up. Because there's a lot of women out there, like my grandmother. My mom always told me that her mom would love to wear wigs a lot, and my sister wear wigs a lot. But it's also about just changing up your look. So nothing's wrong with that. If you like to change up your look and just, I call it, like Jill Scott says, she calls them hats. I like to put on a different hat. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're covering up your natural beauty, or if you're covering up your blackness, or covering up because you don't want to have to deal with it, let's step back. Slow down, low down, and let's step back and revitalize and enjoy the black beauty that's within you. Enjoy the afro and the braids. Hell, freaking the Black Panthers and our slave ancestors and all these motherfuckers didn't go through what they went through just so you don't have to, just so you can cover up. Enjoy that Crown Act that was passed in a lot of states that are still, some states haven't implemented. I think one being Florida and Georgia. A lot of states like California and I think even Colorado have invoked that Crown Act, where you can show up with afro and this, that, and the third, because braids and afros and cornrows and dreads are not European white approved. So a lot of times you can't wear it on the job, or you get discriminated upon or whatever like that. Although it says in your agreement when you sign up for the job, we're all inclusive and all this stuff like that. But when Trump get rid of DEI, that's not gonna happen. Hell, I remember what was it last year? This boy, he joined NASA. In his official picture, he has his dreads and everything, and they're well manicured, well taken care of. And that's one thing I gotta say. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it like this: if you got fucking dreads, take care of them. I'm tired of them looking fucking raggedy, matted, look fucked up, looking stanky. You ain't take care of it. And I'm talking to all my Jamaican motherfuckers. I'm talking to all the motherfuckers on the islands, and I'm talking to the motherfuckers in America. Stop wearing dreads looking fucked up. Take care of your shit. Do I make myself clear? I can't stand a motherfucker that got dreads, got twists, and the shits look fucked up. And for all y'all white motherfuckers out there doing that shit too, y'all looking fucked up and ridiculous, because y'all definitely don't take care of y'all shit. And at that point, I feel like y'all making fun of us when y'all do that shit. Get your shit together, because the shit is fucked up. It don't look right, and the shit ain't cute. I just want to take a fucking razor and go zoom, just cut your shit off. I'm tired of seeing motherfuckers walking around with twists and dreads looking fucked up. It looks matted and look like you ain't washed it and shit. I've seen clips and videos where people gone in and finally get their hair redone and retwisted, or they cut it off or whatever, unmatted. Shit's all discolored, and when they wash it, it's went from one color to another, back to the natural. It's deplorable. It's disgusting. Sorry, I'm sure you saw that. Get your shit together, please, because it don't look right. It don't look cute. It looks ugly as fuck. Take care of your hair. But anyways, that's another thing I wanted to say in regards to that. Went off on a tangent there. And I forgot what the fuck I was I was talking about, because I got one twisted drink. Oh, the guy that's nasty. I give him props because he is black excellence at his finest, and I don't celebrate the fact that whoever allowed him to wear it, because the fuck he allowed. It is no need to allow nothing. That's his hair, that's his style. Long as he keeps up with it and it looks professional, which I consider braids, dreads, locks, cornrows, afros, all things that are African descent, from Africa, African style, to be approved and professional. But when it looks fucked up and you're not taking care of it, clearly we can tell there is a problem. Now, everybody's going to have a bad hair day. Everybody will. But you got to make sure at least 90% of the time it looks professional. It looks done up and kept up. That's all I'm saying. Regular maintenance. Now, to all y'all, like I said, to all y'all chicks out here that are putting on quadruple the makeup, you're drawing on the lips, like the actual shape of you can tell your lips are this shape, and then you draw the extra. Why y'all do that? It looks ridiculous. Then you put the mole. Now, I'm blessed enough. I think my mole is on this side. I always say it's on this side, but really it's on this side. I think it's like right here. You'll be able to tell me. Everybody wants this mole, so they put it there. A lot of times they'll put it on top or whatever, but a lot of times they'll put it here too. I just naturally have it. I didn't ask for it. This is my natural birthmark. I actually have another. I think I have like another birthmark. I think on my leg or my back or something like that, or somewhere else. I think it's actually on my leg. I think I have actually a couple. But this is my one that's on my face. Everybody wants this. Why? Why? I mean, not saying it. I don't care. It's not like I hate it. I don't. It's an added feature. I don't really notice it, but I do have it. And I like it. I don't. But everybody wants that. and they draw it in so deep and everything. Y'all put so much like, eyelash, thick ass eyelashes on you. Take the shit off, you look like a different person. Like why? And then another thing, y'all need to stop with these windshield wiper. I'm gonna call it just like the people said in the comments. These windshield wiper butterfly looking bangs. You know that wig that you put on, and they got that thick ass space, and then the baby hair that come. What? Who came up with that trend? It looks ridiculous. I can show y'all some pictures with some true. If you go to my Instagram page, you will see I have cornrows, and I actually gelled down my baby hair. Baby hair is literally from the. It looks close to from your regular hair to the. You know, it's never so much like you. From when I see girls in the pictures, their from the regular hair to the baby hair is like this much space. Why is that so much space? It looks, you can tell by that point. First of all, you ruined the hairstyle. Second of all, it looks ridiculous because, oh sorry, my timer. It looks ridiculous because then you actually can tell that it's a wig. Like this one hairstyle I recently saw, I think it was over this past weekend. She did everything all great up, and then when she gelled down, the hairstylist gelled down the baby hair, she ruined the hairstyle because it looks ridiculous, two, looks foolish, and then it don't look right because it's so spaced out from where the wig or the added clips in or whatever it is there. And you can tell it looks fake. And then, oh, God forbid if it gets dried up, then, oh, it looks even way worse. Like, come on, this is shit that just don't look right. Come on, y'all. Let's get it together. And the more y'all wear these wigs and these weaves and stuff, you're damaging your real hair, and you're damaging your baby hair and your edges and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy your natural beauty. That's all I'm saying. Enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with having no makeup on. Throw on some little chapstick, lip gloss, lipstick, whatever you want to call it, and go about that. Fall in love with who you are naturally and let the makeup enhance your natural essence, your natural beauty. Don't be what it covers up. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen it even in high school, girls, they had so much makeup, they start breaking out and shit, and not letting their skin breathe, and take a break from the makeup, and they put on sometimes they also leave their makeup on for days, and I'm like, ugh, that's just disgusting too. But yeah, ain't nothing wrong, you know. Another thing, why y'all paying so much for nails? I don't. Maybe I'm just a dude. I don't understand it, but I just don't understand the need to pay like $20 for some nails, toenails, and nails. I don't get that. I'll never understand it, but to each his own. But like I said, it's not just a judgment thing. It's just something on my heart just to say. Just enjoy your natural beauty, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? And take care of yourself. Take care of your look. How you are how what people see you. If you showing up looking raggedy and fucked up, that's how people are going to perceive you, and that's how they're going to treat you. If you show up done up all the time, meaning you just show up looking your best self, doesn't mean you got to have all the makeup on, doesn't mean you got to have your hair always done, doesn't mean you always got to, but just looking the best you can be, that's how people are going to treat you. Go back and look at the 50s and the 60s. Our ancestors, our people from back then, they always showed up. They looked respectable. When they walked out their house, everybody, their mama and daddy made sure everybody that walked out their house, whether it was to school, to work, down the street to get something from the corner store, whatever it was, they looked their best self because you are of who you're representing, and that's all I'm saying. But it doesn't mean you gotta always cover up with all the makeup and all the diamonds and all the extras. Less is more. If you ever heard of that saying before, less is more. Stop doing too much. Let your hair breathe. Let your face breathe. Let your body breathe of all the other. Just let your body flow with natural essence and natural glow and natural everything. And nothing wrong with being natural. It really isn't. And we need to get back to that, because I don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. I really don't. I don't know what's real and fake. I gotta live like, is that really what you look like? I need to see a whole profile of your face. I need to see you without the makeup. I need to see you without all that added hair and all that stuff in there. I need to see you for you. And not all this added stuff. I need to see You for You so I can fall in love with that, because that's what I'm gonna go to sleep with. That's what I'm gonna see. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's all I want to say. No judgment, no punning. No judgments. No, this is a non-judge free zone. It's coming from love and respect. It's just pointing out an obvious and just a quick observation. But that's all I wanted to say on this episode of the Analytical Eye Show. For our fun fact for today, we're going to talk about the one and only Miss Coretta Scott King. And obviously, she is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s wife. And she was born April 27th, 1927. And she died January 30th, 2006. She was an American author, activist, and civil rights leader. She was a advocate for African American equality. She was a leader in the civil rights movement in the 60s. She was also a singer who often incorporated music into her civil rights work. I didn't know she was a singer. And she graduated from school in Boston. And she has her education she has a BA from Antioch College, New England. She also has her BM from New England Conservatory of Music. And she also has the Gandhi Peace Prize Award. So, and she's done a lot for our community, working with the likes of John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. John, Robert F. Kennedy. She was an advocate for LGBT rights and the opposition to apartheid. Not sure what that is, but it's the separateness of institutionalizing racial segregation that existed in South Africa and Southwest Africa. Let me hear what this word. How do you pronounce it? Apartheid. I was supposed to do. Why didn't you play it? Hold on. Cause I wanted to hear what the word, how to pronounce the word, because I'm pronouncing it wrong. Apartheid. Why don't you just fucking read it to me? Whatever. It. Apartheid. Okay. But anyways, she suffered a stroke, which in 2005, August of 2005, which paralyzed her right side and left her unable to speak. And then unfortunately, 5 months later, she died from respiratory failure due to complications from ovarian cancer. And her funeral was tended by 10,000 plus people. She was inducted into the Alabama Women's Hall of Fame, the National Women's Hall of Fame, and was the first African American to lie in state at the Georgia State Capitol. King is referred to as the First Lady of the Civil Rights Movement. So I do want to thank you for all that you've done, Miss Coretta Scott King. You are a triumph, prolific, strong woman that pushed through having witnessed and seen your husband, and being there for and pushing past when all hope was lost when your husband was assassinated, and being strong and not weak-willed and not allowing that to succumb. You didn't succumb to the pressure of that, and you rose above that, and you continued his fight, and continued your own fight, because behind every great man is an even greater woman, and you were just that. And I want to thank you for everything you've done for us, Miss Coretta Scott King. And God bless you, and I love you, and rest in peace with your husband. I thank you so much for watching this episode of Analytical Eye Show. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and TikTok at Aubrey Vassal, and you can follow the show on Facebook and Instagram at The Analytical Eye Show, and on Twitter at iAnalytical. I will see y'all next time. Cheers. The Analytical Eye Show is presented by Analytical Eye Productions, a AAVR company.